am turning 33. Good news is I don't look 33. At least that's what I've been told. Nah, but people better not be lying to me because that's rude. My life didn't start for me, for real, until I was 29. I'm just funny as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. Okay, look at my breakfast. I have been loving this breakfast lately. 2 hard-boiled eggs. Actually, they're like medium boiled. They're kind of soft, as you can see in the middle. And then this is a piece of gluten-free toast with almond butter, blueberries, and then honey drizzled on top. Okay, I'm gonna eat this real quick while we sit here. Okay, relax. Wait, that feels good. You owe me a back massage. You do.
You haven't redeemed it, bro.
Oh my god, it's been like 2 weeks. Okay, that's too hard. Damn. All right, babes, we're just gonna do a chit chat. Get ready with me. I have my big birthday photo shoot tomorrow, and I'm nervous because I like, you know what I mean? Like I've had how do I explain this? I've had birthday shoots before. I don't want it to look like anything I've ever done before, you know? I don't want it to be like corny with balloons and stuff. I do want balloons, but at the same time, I'm like, is that corny? Because it's been done before. I don't want it to be like the same shoot, different outfit. So we got things to talk about. First of all, let me come back to the birthday chit chat and let's talk about these eyebrows. You see how they're kind of orange right here? Girl! In case you have missed it, I'm just gonna run you through the long version of the story, but I'll keep it short. I'll keep it as short as I can, short and sweet. I noticed last year, as I'm like brushing my hair to the side and stuff like this, that the microblading that I got 5 years ago is now like a solid color. It's like solid brick, okay, on my face. So it used to be individual hair strokes and it was just like stunning and beautiful, but the ink bled together. And you know those eyebrows that we've seen on older ladies where they got like their brows tattooed and it's a brick, literally? That's what it looks like on me. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Not knowing the process of removing microblading is like foul. I did not know that at all whatsoever. I didn't do any kind of research. I just thought like, oh, well, they've got tattoo removal lasers, so I'm sure it's gonna be something similar to that. And I just did not even compute. Right? I didn't even look it up. I didn't even try to do any research on it. I just thought, whatever, it'd be fine. So I reached out to the girl who did my brows, and she's the same girl who's done I actually have a video on it here on my YouTube. Same girl who's done my brows the entire time. And she was like, yeah, so you can get this removed and we can just start over. And I was like, okay, let's just do that. Okay, because I had no idea it was gonna be crazy. So I get it lasered and it turns bright red. Bright red eyebrows. I'm literally like, shocked. I'm appalled. I was like, excuse me? Oh, and by the way, I started in, I want to say like early October, and every single time I've done something, it takes 4 to 6 weeks. So I have to wait 4 weeks, and then I can come back and get a saline wash. And that is something that I also didn't look up and didn't realize that it was going to be a torture, literally and physically. But a saline wash is, I'm putting on sunscreen right now. What I use for my brows is called soap brows. It looks like this. These like laminated look is gonna last all day. This is what this looks like. And then I just use Anastasia Beverly Hills Little Brow Wiz in the shade medium brown to kind of cover up the redness. And once I finish my makeup, it's not gonna look like this. So trust the process here. Now I'm putting on sunscreen. It's this Color Science Face Shield Glow. It's got a little gold shimmer to it and it looks beautiful under makeup. So saline wash is basically microblading, but instead of using ink, they use salt water or saline wash. And it cuts open the skin and then rinses it out with salt water. So painful. I had to get numbed for that one. And then she would numb me again. So she like cut me. I made a video. Cut me, would numb me again. Cut me, would numb me again. And then did it twice on this brow too. And it was like, I was numb, so it didn't hurt that bad. But as soon as I was home and the numbing had worn off, unwell. Like literally, it stung so bad. And then on top of that, she gave me a bottle of saline wash. It was like, continue to put this on for 3 to 4 days. So not only am I preventing my face from healing because I want to get more ink out, that's the point, but I am just constantly putting salt water on an open wound. And that right there, that was the most painful thing of this whole entire process. I was like, then that still doesn't work. Like my brows get a little bit lighter, but they are still like so red right here. So I go get lasered again. It turns into maybe just like a bright orange. And so I recently just got lasered again. 4th treatment, 3rd laser, and it got pretty light. It was maybe like a really light orange, really light orange, like almost beige, okay? These two spots, really light beige. And I think, honest to God, I think that's as light as it's gonna get. Because the reason why I say that is because I've done my research now, and I realize I probably should not have done microblading. And I hate to say that, because I loved microblading when it was the strokes, like my brows looked amazing, but the process of getting them, I mean, the fact that they're gonna bleed together, that's just is what it is. They're gonna bleed together because of the method, and then it looks like a brick, and then it's like you either just live with that brick on your face and pray to God that your hairs, when you get older, don't start to fall out in your eyebrows. But truth be told, women we lose our hair as we age. So my mom's eyebrows are pretty thin now, and they've lost their pigment. So if she ever had any kind of like pigment underneath, you would definitely be able to see it, and it would be a solid brick. That's you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, damn. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. But then I looked at the process of other women getting their microblading removed, and there's one woman whose brows are like yellow. Like she has a yellow, light color yellow, like brick right here, okay? But that's it. Like that's as light as the pigment is ever gonna get, ever. Which is why I'm kind of nervous about the beige right here. I think that might be it. And I either just kind of live with that forever and maybe just put some concealer over it and just fill in my brows every single day and pray to God that eventually it'll get lighter. I don't know. Or she got hers covered up as best as she could, but it actually looked pretty damn good with nano brows. So microblading uses a blade. Nano brows uses a really tiny needle to do individual hair strokes. Hold on. Hey, baby.
Hello.
Hi.
So they won't be able to see it for another hour, see the card for another hour.
Okay.
They said I could leave it, but they said I can leave it or I can come back tomorrow. Really, I don't really want to leave it.
Okay, don't leave it.
Like I'd rather be here during it.
Yeah.
What time's the whole thing tomorrow?
11:30 is when the shoot is, and then it'll probably last like an hour or two, maybe two, but more like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Q is helping me take care of my tires. They need to either be rotated or the whole alignment is off because I love fucking curbs. That sounded really wrong. I love curbs. They love me. I don't love them. They love me. Okay. So I stay hitting some curves. Anyways, what I just did was use a cream contour, my little dipstick, and I love the shade Spill the Tea, to carve out just kind of like a little shading right here. Then I used MAC Painterly Pro Longwear Paint Pot, and this is the shade, well, what a little idea, to put it right on top, like right underneath the crease. I'm going to set it with my Patty T Patrick Tall little eyeshadow palette, and I'm using this really light shade right here to just pat over it instead of make sure that it doesn't crease. Anyways, so she did nano blading, and nano blading, like I just said, it's different, and it says that because the needle is different and it's a lot smaller than a microblade, that it is not supposed to blend together. Like the ink is not supposed to blend together. But again, like when I first got microblading done, I remember asking, are my brows gonna look like eyebrow tattoos? And they're like, no, totally, definitely not. And I get it, like it didn't, because it's not like I'm using ink, tattoo ink. I was using pigmented ink, which is the reason why they're red. Like it's the pigment that has lasted there. It's tattooed into me. The pigment won't leave. And she used red pigment, which I didn't even know, but I mean, she was matching my hair, but oh my God, the red pigment is what it was. I'm not like mad at her, by the way. I still absolutely love honey brows. The process of removing them has definitely changed my mind. I'm not gonna go back and get them microbladed. I won't do this again. There's no way. I would be like, I don't think that's smart. I just, you know what? My instinct is like, do not do that, because then what if I have to do this times 10, and then because I got it redone, the ink won't come out. I might do nano blading right here in the front to just help cover up the redness, but I am gonna give my brows like at least 2 months to heal. So 8 weeks this time before I really start to think about it. I'm just not even gonna think about it right now. It is a pain in the ass to look in the mirror and see these bright red spots on my forehead, on my head right here, but you know what I mean? It's like, what are you gonna do? It's better than it was. No one could tell that it was a brick because I have great hair right now, but I know that it was just bothering me and I wanted to fix it. You know what I mean? Okay, so for the crease, to set the crease, I used these two shades right here to just go over. And now I'm just gonna blend. Then I'm gonna do a brown liner. It's gonna be really easy. I'm gonna pop on some mascara and then move on to my face. This is my everyday, not everyday, but like content day. I'm gonna shoot some content, so this is my basic makeup, if you will. So I'm just gonna use this. This is from Make Cosmetics. Oh my god, they make some phenomenal eyeshadow, guys. Oh my god. They also have some really good skincare. There's a really bright blue bottle, I think it's hyaluronic acid, that I have in my bathroom that is gorgeous. But their liners are fantastic too. Really good for like sharp winged eye. Let's talk about tomorrow. I have a photo shoot tomorrow, guys. Dang, I fucked up. Anyways, I'm just gonna clean it up with Garnier. Love this stuff so fucking much. I gotta stop cussing as much. I said that. I was like, my every New Year's resolution, or every year, one of my New Year's resolutions is to stop cussing quite as much. And you know what? My friend Alexis was like, really? I was like, yeah. She's like, that's like a whole lifestyle change. It's a hard feat. And she wasn't saying because I cuss a lot. Like, girl, you know what I mean? Like, she wasn't being like, girl, yeah, right. She was just being like, that's kind of crazy. Because that's just, it's like, she was like, that is, okay. I mean, she's like, you could try, but like, that's crazy. And I thought to myself, I was like, that's the first time anyone has ever been like, oh, wow. Like, that's kind of weird. It's like changing your whole language, I guess. Maybe, and then maybe that's a wrong way to see it. But no one else has ever been like, oh, why? They're all like, okay, yeah, I can see that. And maybe I don't cuss as much as I thought I did. This is random thought of the day, y'all. That is a random thought of the day. Okay, so I've got a photo shoot tomorrow. The birthday photo shoot. I am turning 33. Here's why my reaction is like this, because it is kind of crazy, to be honest. It's crazy because in no way, shape, or form do I feel 33. And I was thinking about it recently, and I'm like, why? Like, I should feel 33. Like, I am 33. I've lived all the ages. Like, I've had experiences at 24, 25, 26, 27. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, of course, I don't know. But I was like, why is it so, like, for me, right? And one of the reasons is because all my friends are younger than me, which hasn't happened before. I think I was one of the youngest ones of my friend group before I left my fiance. So the girls who were going to be my bridesmaids, they were pretty much, I think, all older than me. And now I am older than everybody. That's so funny. I'm like, what? Q and I have all these new friends, and like one of them's 28, two, like, you know what I mean? The reason why it feels really weird to be turning 33, one of the main reasons, is because my life didn't start for me, for real, until I was 29, which is even weirder to say. And that's the life, in case y'all aren't new here, but that's when I left my fiance. I was 29, I just turned 29. It was January 9th was the day that I moved into my own apartment. January 9th, 2021. My first apartment by myself. I left an 8-year relationship. You guys kind of already know the story. And it was the year that I started living. Truly, like doing what I wanted to do and pursuing like my dreams. I had given up basically what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, everything that I really wanted to do on God. Like I literally gave it all up for 8 years to make this guy happy, and just because I thought that that's like what I wanted. Like I thought I wanted the ring. I thought I wanted to get married to him, and like I thought it would be all worth it. And you know, it was all the time. We know how it all ends up. I was wrong. So I didn't start really living my life until 29. And people don't start, like normal girls, I guess, everyone else, I should say, didn't start living their life until they get out of college, right? Or like maybe in college, so like early 20s. So I look here and I'm like, damn, I'm 38, but I dead ass feel like I'm 28. And I know that might sound crazy, but I hope that one person is like, I can relate to that, or like I get you, because I don't know, it's fucking weird to me. I'm literally like, how am I 33? I just got here. Like I just started doing all the things that make me genuinely happy, and it's just so fucking crazy to me. But also like my friends for the most part are all younger than me, which is kind of crazy. It's definitely a reminder more often of I'm 33, but they're all like, I can't believe you're 33. No one can really believe that I'm 33. Even I can't believe that I'm 33. I don't in any way, shape, or form, let me say this, I do not like at all. Feel like a failure or am like ashamed of my age at all. I've never been happier. Like, what are you talking about? So it just feels weird to say 33 because I don't feel 33. Yeah, I just feel maybe old soul, old spirit because I have gone through way far too much. Far too much. Cut the cameras. I'm done. But like, yeah, I'm like, where does the time go? So good news is I don't look 33. At least that's what I've been told. Nah, but people better not be lying to me because that's rude. Girl, if I was to compare how I do my makeup now versus how I did my makeup literally this exact same time last year, it's completely different. On God, it's weird. Why do I keep saying on God? Y'all be careful who you choose with your boyfriends, okay? Because you're morphing into those fuckers. I'm over here like, oh God. Shut up, for real. Okay, dibs, by the way, I used Starlet and then 2.5, which better be spilled the tea, but I don't know, their lettering is small as hell. And y'all know I'm 33. Bronzer, no shade. Blush, cool girl. Did that change? Didn't it used to just be spill the tea? Girl, I don't know. Anyways, the foundation that I've been loving. Actually, wait, pause. I'm skipping a step. I do blush now. I know. Who am I? I do contour, underpainting. Underpainting means when you put makeup underneath foundation. That's called underpainting. And that's what I've been doing lately. And I tell you what, my makeup has never looked better. It's what I'm like, bagged. I'm gonna put foundation on after this, and then I'll put concealer, and it's like stunning. Even right now, it's kind of like, do I need foundation? I do. Foundation I'm using is Forever Skin Glow by Dior. I'm in the shade 2.5 in neutral. This foundation, I love it so much. I love it more than Patrick Ta, which is crazy to admit, because if you follow me on Instagram, I'm obsessed with the foundation from Patrick Ta. Love it more than that. I love it more than Giorgio Armani. I love it more than House Labs. I'm like gagged at this foundation. It is so good. So I'm placing it underneath the contour. I'm not gonna put it directly on top. I will do it like here, but I'm not completely covering up the blush or the contour. Bring it down on the neck. And the reason why I love this so much is because I'm not putting on so many layers. I used to do foundation, contour, blush, concealer all on top of each other, and it's just a makeup layer stacked on top of a makeup layer, stacked on top of a makeup layer, and the creasing is gonna happen, you know? The more makeup layers you have, the more you smile, the older that you get, the creasing is going to happen, especially when you put a powder on top of it and really like lock in the layers, you're gonna crease, hands down. So ever since using this method, barely crease at all whatsoever. My skin looks so good. It looks so fresh and so young. I can definitely see a difference. I know I don't feel 33, but I can see a difference in my skin than like fucking like 5 years ago, especially around my eyes. I'm just funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm funny. I crack myself up, and now I have laugh lines and fine lines around my eyes, and it is what it is, you know? One of my favorite concealers is from Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. This is the shade 5. I'm going to show you this little technique in case you haven't seen it yet. Get a brush. I'm using this concealer brush from Makeup by Mario F5. And this will save you so much product, by the way. Holy fuck. And then you go in and add the concealer like this. You are using the bare minimum amount of products here, which again, no creasing. That's the thing. That's what I love about this. No effing creasing. It is so clever. And I was telling this story before, but I'll tell it like real quick again. But back in my acting days when I would go to set and get my makeup done, this was back in like 2017, 2016 even. What am I saying? 2015. Oh my God. This was back when the 2016 makeup was like to cake the concealer on. And the makeup artists on set do not do 2016 makeup. Like, they always did natural makeup. And they would always apply concealer with a fucking eyeshadow brush. And I would be, like, annoyed because in my mind, I'm like, y'all didn't put enough. You know, because I'm trying to look like the YouTube girlies. And I remember how much it would bother me. And I'd be like, I hate getting my makeup done on set. But silly me, like so silly. Now I look back and I'm like, they literally were ahead of their time and they were doing the best. And now I literally do my concealer exactly the way that they did, exactly. And I'm like, girl, oh young Alisha, to be young and dumb. Anyways, setting the concealer, Easy Bacon Snatch. This is the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. And I'm using this brush from Hourglass Cosmetics. I freaking love this brush. And I'm setting my concealer. Ah, look how brightening it is. It's so tea. Y'all know the new Huda Beauty purple lavender. I want to try it.
Oh God, look at it. Perfect.
I know, I'm crazy. It's purple, but I'm like gagged. I want to try it. This is Polite Society. I don't hate this translucent setting powder. It's not my favorite. I definitely love Hourglass and Laura Mercier and Huda Beauty. But this is more than a pretty powder. Translucent, da 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 da. Scraping some off right here so it's not too much. I'm just setting my face. This right here is what makes the makeup last for me, at least all day longer. Especially when I'm shooting content and there's bright lights on my face. Is tea. Like, thank you. This is exactly what I need. Going in with this stunning little blush. Cheek Pop, Blush Pop, Black Honey Pop. It's a lot of pops in the back of this. Y'all, I don't know if you guys have, if you're like, your TikTok is curated like mine. Mine talks about mouth tape, okay? I don't even get my mouth tape from TikTok. But TikTok just knows that I use it. Don't ask me how. I've been using mouth tape for about 6 months. The reason why I use it is because I'm a dead ass mouth breather in the middle of the night. My jaw will just go slack and I get dry mouth. I wake up in the middle of the night and I have to drink water and I'll wake up a few times. And then I don't get a good night's sleep because I'm waking up. You know what I mean? So I love mouth tape. That's the reason why I use it. But then all of a sudden on TikTok, I see like all these chicas, all these girls on TikTok are like, my jaw is so snatched. Oh my God, it like changed my life. And I'm like, you know, and I don't want to say anything because it's not like I have a double chin. You know what I mean? It's not like I need mouth tape to snatch my jaw. I have a decent jawline. So maybe I'm not one to talk. And that's why I didn't say anything about it for 6 months. Because, you know, maybe it did work for other people and it's just, I don't see a difference at all on my jaw, but maybe I'm not the right person to speak on it, you know? Then, last night, I see a TikTok and this girl is like, she's making fun of a girl who makes the TikToks about her mouth tape. She's like, day 1. And then she goes, day 14. And then like, day whatever. And then day, and she's like going like that every time. And I'm like, okay. And then I read the comments and the comments were like, yeah, mouth tape never snatched my jaw. I don't know. I thought it was just me and da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh my God. I'm not the only one. I was out here being gaslit, fam. So I made a TikTok and I'm going to talk about it now. Mouth tape does not snatch your jaw. I don't know what the fuck or where the fuck that came from. I have no idea whatsoever. But I've heard it on podcasts and I'm not going to say which one, but it's a very popular podcast. And actually I use that mouth tape and I love that mouth tape. Like, but that's not the reason why I use the mouth tape. It's not to snatch my jaw. But the owner of this mouth tape will sit here on the podcast and be like, my jawline is so snatched. It's never been more like da da da. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I'm really not trying to be, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's just me. But then I started reading the comments and I was like, you know what? No, this is a universal fucking experience. And what is happening? Why are we sitting here on TikTok being like, this is going to snatch your jaw when you know it doesn't? I mean, if it was that serious, jawline filler wouldn't even be a thing. Because you know how cheap mouth tape is when you compare it to jawline filler? Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, be quiet. But hey, who am I to judge? The lip stuff that I'm going to be using is Patrick Ta She's Strong Lip Liner. Love. Wedding Day by Flawless. So it's like the perfect nude. When I saw that it was called Wedding Day, I was like, ugh, I didn't even need to swatch it. I already knew that it was going to be the perfect nude because every single bride wants the perfect nude for lips. So I was like, done. Perfect name. Flawless. Go off. And then Patty T Major Volume, and it's like this hot pink shade, but it comes out really clear, so don't be afraid. Tomorrow, I am vlogging okay, the entire day. I've hired a makeup artist, which I know is kind of like crazy because I can do my own makeup, but I've never hired a makeup artist to do my makeup. Like I've had my makeup done. Like I said, I have an acting history. You can Google me. So I've had my makeup done by a professional makeup artist many a times, many. But I've never hired someone to just come do it for a photo shoot, just shits and gigs. And I thought to myself, like, why not? Follow Desi Perkins and, you know, all my OG girlies that I love. And she gets her makeup done when she goes to events. Like, she's going to an event, Evante. You know how many events I've gone to in my life and I've never hired someone to come do my makeup? But she just, like, goes to the nine. She hires someone to do her hair and everything. And I'm not doing that because I couldn't find anyone in time. But I want to do my own hair, but she's going to do my makeup. And you know what I mean? Like, I was like, why don't I do that? First of all, when she creates the content, it looks so cool. Because I'm like, it looks so important because she's getting her makeup done for something. So I wanted to film that. I like that it's like, for me, I'm like, why don't I treat myself that way? Why don't I, it's a birthday shoot for me to celebrate my birthday, so why am I not just like getting my hair did, my nails did, my makeup? I mean, obviously my nails are done. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I not paying a fucking professional? Why am I not making it a big deal? Yes, I can do my own makeup and it does save money, but I've never done this before, so why not? Does that make sense? So, anyways. And it always looks so amazing when Desi does it. I'm like, it's so important. And then she'll just go to a Fenty event, which is cool. Not there being food in my teeth this entire time. Slay. But, I mean, it is cool, don't get me wrong. But I also get invited to events. But if I was hiring someone to, like, sitting in a chair and getting my makeup done, it does definitely look cooler. You know what I'm saying? And watch, it's going to be the same shit when I post content of me getting my makeup done. People are gonna be like, oh, they're gonna stay tuned, and really at the end of the day, it's just me kind of wanting to treat myself and get my makeup done professionally before a photo shoot. So it's really not that fucking serious. But it is gonna feel that way for me. That was another New Year's resolution of mine. I was like, why don't I just treat things like they're more important, like events? Why am I not getting my makeup done? You know what I mean? Treat yourself, girl. So I'll be vlogging that. She's gonna be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then my photo shoot's at 11:30, and I'll be taking you with me there. I got outfits I gotta try on. I got content I gotta shoot today, so I got content for the week. So you'll be seeing this video before you'll see the birthday photo shoot. That one will probably come out on my birthday, so January 29th. And that's the content for this month. Unless I'm cheeky with it and I record a recreating Pinterest looks YouTube, which I've never done a full YouTube on it, but I was like, why not? I mean, this is just a side note here, but since we're all still here and we're just like yapping, I really do not see myself continuing the podcast. It's just my heart is not in it. I would rather sit here and yap with you like this. I know, it's kind of silly. It's kind of the same fucking thing, but I would rather do this than a podcast. I don't know. It's just, I've never had my heart in it. I know so many people want me to have a podcast and they love it. Can we just have a weekly catch up here while I do my makeup? Let me know. Okay, I love you. Bye! Okay, I couldn't lie to you guys. I couldn't just end the vlog. I added lashes. I always add lashes. I genuinely think it makes my makeup look better. And the lashes are literally like this big. I'll show you. You've seen them before. It's like the only lashes I ever put on. They're velour lashes, half clusters or like lash clusters, and they're the hybrid. They are so beautifully like three-dimensional. I don't know if you can see them just like flicking up over here. They're better than Impress. The Impress ones that I've used at least are like 2D lashes. These are 3D. They're like blah, 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 like this. And right now I only have the mid length on, right? Just right here. That's it. I haven't even squeezed them together yet because I'm still waiting for the glue to get tacky, but I think it just makes my eyes look more, I have big brown eyes, but adding a little lash cluster at the end makes it really like almond and pretty. So these are my babies. I love these lashes. Love times 100,000 million bajillion. Okay, so that's the look. I don't know, do I look 33? Slay! Okay, bye.